This is ink, and I'm now touching it. This is a Splattershot Jr., which I am also touching. So just how fast can you touch the entire alphabet in Splatoon 3? That definitely counts as touching, little buddy. Can I touch this balloon? Oh, okay, I touched the balloon! Things I can touch are weapons, subs, specials, gear, enemies, story collectibles, NPCs, but I'm allowed to use my best judgment if things seem questionable. These are called crates. Do I want to count this? I'm touching it, but it's just like, I might as well as count the floor, you know? I don't think I'm gonna count that. At 2 minutes in, we leave the barren wasteland behind to find our way into Splatsville, where after a long cutscene, we immediately attack a local jelly. After heading to the lobby to win my first match, I was given the option to name myself. I haven't changed this since the start of Splatoon 3 on my main, and I don't plan to, so I had to choose the perfect name. After earning Sheldon's Slice, I spent it on a splat roller where I was then able to touch a curling bomb. There we go, curling bomb. Now our first major task is to rise up to level 4 because we're unfortunately not fresh enough to visit any of the shops. And we also need to gain more levels to unlock more lice so we can get more weapons. So back to the splatter field. That looks amazing, dude! I'm gonna do the little Timmy's justice. Gonna really beat up a little Timmy like that? Wow. Oh, but we still won! Let's go! In the next match, a teammate provided me with a rather refreshing Tacticooler. Unfortunately, I accidentally reset the timer here, but it'll be fixed later on. 2 matches later, I finally reached level 4. Hey, let's go. I'd finally unlocked all the shops and whatever first letter having items and gears waited for me. We're gonna buy the truffles. But even saying that in the moment and buying 2 pairs of shoes, I felt that buying out the shop stock would make the speedrun a bit too, I don't know, I'd feel kind of crummy if I just bought everything from the store. So I banned buying items from the shop, at least for the sole purpose of touching a letter. But I'll explain more of that later because first I need to scurry over to a certain amusement park to touch the letter W.
Hey, wait a minute, I thought you said…
Yeah, you can touch it, but it's kind of lame.
So wouldn't this technically not count?
Without giving it much more thought, I threw my original plan to the tiger sharks and decided to give myself a little challenge. I can buy items in the shop, but only after meeting 3 requirements first. So let's make our way to the first goal. After spending entirely too much time on customizing an arbitrary character, we listened to Pearl talk about her missing partner until I am touching Pearl, that counts. Next, we charge up our special to steamroll this lone battering Linto with the reef slider. Nice. From here, we begin climbing our way up the tower, touching a variety of different letters like a zone, Pearl's killer whale, and a disc piece. At the top of floor 10, I had an existential crisis with the site waiting for us. I'm not gonna cry, 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 I'm not gonna cry. You know what, I'm gonna just enjoy the vibes and the music and not think about how sad this makes me. But after making some quick maneuvers, it was all worth it in the end. Let's go! So that checks off 1 requirement on our list, so let's go ahead and hightail it to the next one. And if you're enjoying the video, consider subscribing. I debated whether or not to count Standy and Grisco for letter G like I did for Wahoo World, but that worry was soon put to rest because, oh, it's a Goldie! Oh my gosh, hi! So funny story, can you like slap me? Hey, you're doing great. You know, just a little bit more firm with the movement. Ah, thank you! Okay, bye-bye. Grizz demanded that I do his bidding, so I ran my singular golden egg back to the egg basket for letter E, before moving on to my next letter, which was… Nice. After the tutorial, I was allowed to walk further into Grisco, where I wanted to see if I could get lucky and nab another letter with the current weapons in rotation. No, I already have all of these, no. No matter though, because with the completion of Grisco, there was only 1 more task on our to-do list to knock out before I allowed myself back in the shops.
Oh, my cabbages!
Yeah, so Old Man Jenkins insists that we have to take out some Octarians. And surprisingly, that's exactly what we need to touch. I went on to stage 2, but then realized that I left some letters untouched elsewhere. And if I retraced my steps, there was no further reason for me to stay at the crater. So I left Old Man Jenkins to fend for himself. Back into Sidor, I went to find some armor to touch. I then blasted my way through the next 9 floors to reach the boss battle. Nice. This is the one I wanted. Ain't nobody care about that. I'm here to touch some homing arpeggios. As a treat for my last letter, I was gifted the opportunity to touch a vending machine. Alright, you know what? Actually, we're gonna go to the shops. Hey, buddy, do you have anything that starts with N? Darn. Darn it, dude. After unfortunately wasting some precious life on a letter that I already had, I forgot that I touched O with the Octarians. I turned my attention to my next 3 goals, reaching level 6, reaching level 7, and rolling for a very specific ability. After doing some digging on Wikipedia, I learned that this ability's most favorite gear brand was Zinc, so I made sure to buy 2 pieces of Zinc clothing to give myself the best odds. This is actually insane, like what? I'm annoyed, but at the same time I'm amused because I want to see how far it's gonna go. So I'm gonna put my controller down. Dog, what do you mean there aren't enough players? Little Timmy wants to play some turf war. I readied up for my next match and Dog, I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. Okay, so then on my next playable match, I was able. After all that, when I was finally able to complete a match, I didn't even roll the ability chunk I needed despite using the favorite gear brand and using the correct drink ticket. That's just so unlucky. So you know what? Forget this. I need some fresh air in the form of touching a different letter. All right, where is she? Hey, what's up? This is Yuka. She's kind of a celebrity around these parts, along with a lot of the other promo kids who hang out here in the square. How's it going? Hi, Anna, how are you? Sorry, Yuka, I just gotta. Alright, back to the grind. Since I didn't want to waste my entire paycheck on scrubbing gear, I went back to the shops to buy another set of clothes to help me reach this next letter. This time I switched to Firefin, which favored a different ability than Zinc, but still one that would aid in my quest. I look disgusting. Perfect. So back to the Splatterfield I went, ready to begin the quintessential quenchless quest for Quirky Q. Who the heck is Johnny's dad? Rat Salad? Splat Daddy? What are these names? Come on, please. Come on.
Bruh.
Are you kidding me? This is so rigged. We have to go buy more gear, dude. This is certainly a look. Aw, I'm dead here. Aw, dang, that sucks. CJ! Excuse me! There's no shot. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. No. We're gonna take 5. After this, I unfortunately had to stop Splatooning for the day to go to work and wouldn't return until late into the night. As I stared up at the calm moon in the sky, I hoped that the quest for Q would be complete on my next ability roll. Oh, we did level up to 5 though. Come on. Yes! I love how the favorite gear brand thing didn't even help out here. I'm just literally wearing random gear! With the conclusion of the last match, I was able to acquire enough Sheldon lights to buy a Splatana stamper to finally touch Ultra Stamp for letter U. After eating an XP ticket, I ran back into some more battles until I reached level. It took a while, but we were finally able to touch N with the N zap at just over the 3-hour mark. Okay, but there was an issue. With those tasks finally completed, there was only 1 letter left to touch, but I couldn't find anything that started with X in single player, side order, or salmon run. There wasn't even an offline character with a name starting with X either. I was beginning to think that the speedrun was impossible to finish, but then I realized it was almost poetic justice just how perfectly it fit. However, growing to X rank from C- was a grindy nightmare that would take no less than 12 hours, especially considering you don't even unlock ranked battles until you reach level 10. So I did the only thing I could think of. That's right, I went back to my main account.
Hey, ain't that kinda cheating? After all, you started from a new account, so shouldn't you end on a new account?
It's been nearly a year since I last unlocked this mode. I ranked out of it ages ago because I stopped playing ranked battles pretty much altogether. I'm more of a salmon run squid in this game. So in my eyes, this was the perfect opportunity for me to re-unlock X rank on my main account to wrap up this challenge with a nice bow. So even though it was 12 a.m. and I was tired, I started up my first series. A part of me was worried about how I'd fare against the competition. I wasn't warmed up, I don't remember the last time I played Rainmaker, and I wasn't sure if I could even... Well, I literally went 8-0. I can't complain. Despite that loss, I was able to win my next match, and then after that, I had to call it a night because I was seriously exhausted. Like, more so than usual. The next day, I didn't have too much time to play Splatoon before work, but I wanted to get in what I could. The only thing that could slow me down was if the current rotation was, "This is targeted harassment. I'm dodging this, okay?" Listen, I am the #1 Clam Blitz hater, and there's nothing you can do to change my mind about this.
Sorry, not sorry.
Tower Control is my favorite game mode, so my matches went a little something like this. After 5 wins in a row, the maps updated and Rainmaker was back in rotation, so back to the real grind. I've never played Rainmaker on this map, so honestly, I never bothered to play rank enough to see the new Streaks feature. That's my first time seeing Streak 2, baby. So that was really cool for me, and I kind of became fixated on seeing how high I could get. However, Zapfish had other things in mind, as this would be the sole turning point of the speedrun. I was about to relearn the harsh reality of grinding Splatoon ranks. All I'ma say, that better not have counted as a loss. No! Are you kidding me? Dog, that's so unfair! Oh my god, my win streak, how dare you? Alright, then we can't drop another game if we want to make the series this time around. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened a few moments later. I just couldn't find my footing after being so annoyed about the dumb DC loss. I unfortunately became a little tilted. I'm beyond annoyed. But I was stubborn, so I kept fighting until— Bruh, we're now in sudden death. You know what? Go big or go home. I'll stay with this team. Wow. Wow. That was my worst performing match yet. I'm so tired of this. Another series loss. And even though the rank up battle was in sight, I just decided I had enough. After this, I got up and took a walk around my neighborhood to try to clear my mind, which was foggier than usual. I thought it was just because the matches made me tilted, but as I went into work, this mind fogginess persisted. And it wasn't until I returned home later that night that I realized— So I have a cold. I'm so tired, I'm short of breath, I'm mind foggy, I'm cold at the same time hot. Yeah, so turns out the reason my voice has been sounding off for this entire video and all the cutout coughing I'd been doing oh, I'm dying, was the result of me falling ill. But illness or not, I had to keep going. I just want to get to the rank up battle. There's no way I'm gonna get an X for that, aren't I? Oh my god, my reaction time is so bad. I ended up taking a hard loss, which meant that one more loss and I'd lose another series. I'll be honest, at this point, I wasn't sure if I had enough energy to keep going. It was around 1 AM and I was utterly beaten down and exhausted. I had severely underestimated just how long it'd take me to get this last letter of the gosh dang alphabet. I honestly just felt like throwing in the towel and quitting. All I wanted to do was sleep, but I didn't want to give up. This challenge had to be beaten tonight or not at all. That's how simple it was to me. Oh my god. Triple gold, yes, that's huge. Oh my goodness, okay, let's see. We needed 275. No, 3. We needed 3 something. Yes! Yes! Let's freaking go! I somehow did it! We finally made it to the rank up battle, and a bit of my soul ended up being revived with hope. The end was in sight now. Even though my body felt like it'd been steamrolled 3 times over, I had to give it everything I had. Okay, actually, how does a rank up battle work? Here we go, dude. I was determined to win. No. Oh, don't you dare let them cap. Don't let them cap. Oh my god, we won. A whole bunch of free points. Oh my gosh. So just how fast can you touch the entire alphabet in Splatoon 3? Let's go! Oh god. At just over 7 hours, I finally touched every letter of the alphabet in Splatoon 3.
Yeah, but that hardly counts because you used the aimbot 52 to coast your way to X-Rig. I hate that thing.
What? 52 isn't even the most hated weapon. You'd know that if you watched this video next. By the way, thanks to DD Lonely ZZ for becoming a recent channel member.